Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I got an old friend. Hang on. That's a good cup of coffee. Well, actually, I got something old, something new, an old friend and a new friend. Let me show you that right now. What I'm drinking this morning is Trader Joe's Joe coffee right here. Yeah, I've talked about this before. This is medium roast. They call it an exceptionally smooth cup of coffee. Yeah, this is really good coffee. I like a good basic coffee, really, really terrific. Over the Easter holiday, I got together with family, and my nieces, Bryn and Kelly, went to their local Trader Joe's, and they picked up instant cold brew coffee from Trader Joe's. Yeah, this is iced coffee. It's instant. So I'm going to be using this hopefully down the road. I've already used it. I'm thinking about using it on Monday morning mailbag. Hey, we should put it up to a poll. Should I use iced coffee in the Monday morning mailbag, or should I stick with the good and hot? You can actually use this cold or hot, however you like it. But it is a finer grind. I don't know if you can see that. It is a very, very finer. It's a very, very fine grind of coffee, so that it dissolves a little more easily in cold water, is my guess. But yeah, thanks to Kelly and Bryn for the instant cold brew coffee. Let me know. Let me know if you think I should use this, over ice or in cold water, that sort of thing. We'll use that in a Monday morning mailbag. I'm a hot coffee person. I mean, I like that nice hot cup of coffee, especially in the morning right after a shave. That's the way I am. But yeah, let me know. Should we use this for a show or two? Maybe this summer when it gets really hot. Who knows? And I've got my Looney Tunes coffee mug this morning. I haven't pulled this one out in a long time. The Last Hungry Cat with Tweety Pie and Sylvester. Actually, not Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies. Yeah, I've had this coffee mug for, gosh, long time. But happy to pull it out. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. Boy, we got some great content this morning. Oh, hey, by the way, if you're taking me on your morning commute, hey, thanks very much for the lift. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're having a nice morning commute, because last week, we got that snow. As a matter of fact, viewer Ivan Kaz wrote and said, "Hi, Mark. Another great show as usual. Thanks very much, Ivan. I'm just wondering if you got your mid-April snowfall. Here in sunny Buffalo, New York, I woke up Easter morning to a nice blanket of snow. And again today, Dingus Day, the Monday after Easter. We're getting more snow, although nothing is sticking to the ground today. I remember you mentioning on a previous Monday morning mailbag that you usually get snow in your area mid-April, around the time of your brother's birthday. Yes, we got snow Easter morning, and then we got more snow like you that stuck to the ground on my brother's birthday, April 18th. Absolutely. I'm telling the neighbors we're going to get snow right around my brother's birthday, and we got snow the day before his birthday, on his birthday, and the day after his birthday. As a matter of fact, Monday morning commute, salt trucks were out. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that's just one of those things. My family always looks for snow right around my late brother's birthday, which is April 18th. So Ivan, thanks very much. He also adds about Dingus Day here. He says, he says, P.S. If you've never heard of Dingus Day, I have heard of Dingus Day. It's a Polish tradition holiday that is celebrated the day after Easter. Basically, it's an excuse to get together with friends and enjoy some drinks while listening to polka music. It's silly good fun. Anyway, all the best. John, also known as Ivan Cass. Thanks very much for that, John. Yeah, I've never really celebrated Dingus Day, but Dingus Day is very, very popular here in the Cleveland area. So yeah, thanks very much for that. Well, again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. We got some great stuff to talk about it. And you know what? Without any further ado, let's kick the show off like we do every single week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Okay, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Michael Hewitt, all the way from the United Kingdom. And he writes, "Hi, Mark. I'm quite new to DE shaving. I've pretty much used a cartridge razor for most of my life. Although I've been bitten quite severely by the DE shaving bug now, I own quite an extensive amount of shave soaps and creams, and also very many DE razors. I would never look back to cartridge shaving. I just recently bought 2 all-natural shave soaps. They smelt wonderful and were quite expensive, but there was a problem. When lathering them up, both dissipated very quickly. I was taken aback by this, as the seller told me they lathered very well. I had a brainwave. How can I improve the performance of the soap? It came to me. I had bought 6 Arco shave sticks not long before. As you know, they're very cheap, but they lather fantastic. So I measured half and half, both the natural shave soap and the Arco. I put them in a bowl in the microwave. It doesn't take long for them to melt down. Mix them together, place them in an empty shave bowl, wait for the soap to cool and set, and presto! Now the natural shave soap, from which I would have just neglected and put to one side, is very much useful and a regular asset to my shave den, and will be in my normal rotation of shave soaps. I hope you find this a useful tip, Mark. Good luck and all the best. I love watching your shaving reviews, especially the Monday morning mailbag. Thanks, Mark. Keep up the great work, Michael Hewitt." Michael, that's absolutely a great tip. And I know a lot of wet shavers out there do experiment with melting shave soaps. I know I've done that with the Colonel Conk glycerin shave soaps. I usually do that in a pan of hot water. I put a beaker that is heat resistant in there, or can withstand high temperatures, and melt that down and then actually pour it into an empty bowl, that sort of thing. I've really never microwaved my shave soaps. I have heard that if you do that, do it in bursts of say 10 to 20 seconds, and that way you won't be overcooking the soap. But yeah, that's a great tip. Use Arco as kind of a lathering base for another soap that might be a little stubborn in creating that lather. That's really terrific, and I think that'll inspire some other wet shavers out there to grab that puck of shaving soap that hasn't quite been giving them that lather, and maybe mixing it with an Arco or some other soap that really does deliver a great lather. So thanks very much for that, Michael. Really do appreciate it. And to say thanks, for you and only you, an original signed George sketch. So please email me your snail mail address at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and I will send this to you post haste. And if you out there would also like an original signed George sketch, just email me a shaving tip. Email me at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use it on the Monday morning mailbag, you too will receive an original signed sketch. So thanks again for that shaving tip, Michael. Really do appreciate it. Well, that time of the show, coffee's getting low. Let's go back for a refill. Okay, we're off to a great start. I hope you're enjoying a nice hot cup of coffee with me this morning. Oh, and by the way, again, as a reminder, should I be using a hot cup of coffee in the Monday morning mailbag, or will slipping in a cold iced coffee every once in a while be okay to do? Let me know in the comments below. Boy, we got some great topics in the refill this morning. Let's kick it off with something from viewer Robert Fagan, who writes, he left this in the Guess the Shave Cream video. He said, "Great shave, great video. I didn't manage to guess, and I'm kicking myself. This is one of the very first shave creams I tried when I started wet shaving. Never realized it was made in Italy. I'll have to start paying more attention to the products when I buy them." Now, my understanding is that particular shave cream is made in Italy. As I stated in the video, I think it may have been made in other parts of Europe, but I'm not going to spoil the answer right here. You have to Guess the Shave Cream if you haven't seen it, the most recent one. Anyhow, he goes on to say, a quick question in relation to the Phoenix No Slip Grip. It looks fine when the block is big and when you don't really need the no-slip grip system. But when the block gets smaller, the no-slip grip system looks like it won't actually fit the alum block. So does it actually still serve a purpose when the alum block is small and hard to hold? It does. It really does. This particular one here has just been going and going and going. And it is starting to thin out a little bit. And the alum block is almost the same width as the no-slip grip, but I am just backing the no-slip grip off a little bit like this and just exposing the surface of the alum block and just using it that way. Now, another viewer suggested that if the alum block gets too thin, what can be done is just taking this, well, here, I'll just show you. I'll just take this off and show you, set this aside. You could just take this and cut it in half this way, like this. And then that way you'll have a thinner no-slip grip that you can then wrap around the block, and that would work as well. I have found this block to just be really very, very hardy. It just has held up so well, and I use it for almost all my video reviews, and I will sometimes use it off camera as well, although I do have other alum blocks that I'm using off camera, so I kind of switch them around a little bit. But here, just putting the no-slip grip back on, again, you can see I'm getting plenty of surface there and no rubbing from the edges of the band. So yeah, it really, really does work. And it works wonderfully when the alum block is brand new. And again, really, the block holds up so very, very well. I absolutely love it. And I love the dry dock system. Although you can buy it with a travel case like this one right here. Buy it. Here's the block. The block comes like this. Okay. Comes like that with the band. A nice new block in a travel case. So you can get it either with the travel case or with the dry dock, whatever you like, is what I'm saying. So yeah, thanks very much for that, Robert. It really is. I really, really like the Phoenix Shaving alum block and a no-slip grip. I've tried a lot of other alum blocks. I like this one. I think it's really probably the best bang for the buck, really. Ship Shave asked, well, he made this statement in the Monday morning mailbag last week. He said the AP Shave Company Synbad knot is a synthetic knot only. No badger hair is in the knot. Now, I really thank you very much. I stand corrected. I apologize to all the viewers. Another viewer had told me that the synthetic badger combination of knot is called a Synbad knot. And I saw it listed on the AP Shave Company's product page. And I ordered one, and I did so thinking it's half synthetic, half badger hair. It's not, or a mixture, whatever it is, half and half, 70-30, however they make them. It's not. It's just called a Synbad knot, and I'm not entirely sure why they call it a Synbad knot. But more on that in new shaving gear, but I do stand corrected, and I apologize for misinforming the viewers. But I will tell you something. I've used it, and yeah, sneak peek. There you go. Okay. It's a great brush. It really is. We'll get to that in new shaving gear. Ship Shave, thank you for correcting me on that. I really do appreciate it. Mark Bagwell. Hi, Mark. How are you? He checked in on a variety of topics, and he wrote, I did find a video you should watch. It's from Mantic59. It's about getting the perfect amount of water for your brush on every shave. I've been using this method on badgers, synthetics, and boars. It really works. I'll send you the link. Well, he did send me the link. I looked at it. And I think I've seen this video early on in my wet shaving adventure. Well, I should maybe 2.5, 3 years into it. Let's put it that way. And I think I adopted part of the method. I think I'm doing that. If you look at all my shaving reviews, I think I'm doing part of the method just by habit. However, there is another step that I am not doing. Anyhow, check out the video. It's only about 4.5 minutes long. It is very instructive. It is very, very good. And I may do both steps in the procedure. But I'll let you check out the video so you can see how he explains it. It's very, very good, very concise. Again, no longer than 4.5 minutes, and it's very instructive. So yeah, Mark, thanks very much for that. I really do appreciate it. And he goes on to say, okay, but seriously, watch it. It really works. I found out that I've been doing it wrong because I always gave my brushes a good shake. Yeah, in the video, he tells you to refrain from giving it that shake. And that's wrong. He tells you why. And after trying his method for the last several weeks, it's apparent I'm not going back to my old method. Now, he comments here on the razor versus blade discussion that we had last week, which is more important, the razor or the blade? And he goes on to say, if either is bad, then you might as well be using a cheese grater. I agree with that. Like you, I go with a neutral or mild razor and then up the shave with the blade. Yeah, I think it's a very good approach. I think a lot of wet shavers do that as well. I find this to be the best method for me, but I'm a sensitive kind of guy. Aftershaves. This was the question about aftershaves and balms. Which one do you apply first? Mark chimes in by saying, for myself, I go with the aftershave in glass bottles instead of plastic. Have you noticed that there are no aftershaves in plastic bottles from Europe? And look at the European having creams in tubes. They're metallic. Too much plastic in our landfills and oceans. I wish Pinot gave the option of glass because I would purchase it. Yeah, Pinot and a lot of these others here in the States are placed in plastic bottles. I can understand that. I realize not everyone looks at the plastic issue like I do, and there is no way to do away with all the plastic in our lives. But when given options, we can limit how much we use. And then he goes on to say, Nivea aftershave lotion and balm is in glass. Love Nivea and love European Aqua Velva and Brute. Without a doubt, they are better formulas than we get in the States. Now, that is something that I'm going to look into. The Brute and Aqua Velva in glass bottles from Europe. I would love to try both of those and see how they stack up against what we get in the States. Yeah, I think your hunch is correct. Well, you probably know, but my hunch is along your lines of thinking that they're probably a better product, better scent, probably a little longer lasting as well. Very, very interesting. So thanks very much for that, Mark. Really do appreciate it. William Murphy contributed this comment. This is in regards to a topic we had. Are you too old to start the wet shave? And he wrote, Mark, I'm proof that you're never too old to start wet shaving. I'm 71 and just started wet shaving in January of this year and love it. I grew up using an electric razor my whole life with the exception of the time I was in the Air Force basic training in 1970. Last December, my Norelco razor broke. Now, this sounds like a familiar story. Last December, my Norelco razor broke, and I bought a new, almost top-of-the-line Norelco and just was not satisfied with the results. So I decided to try cartridge razors and got a much better shave, but also got a lot of irritation and razor burn. I started watching a lot of YouTube videos, including your channel. I got a Gillette King C safety razor and found out how easy it is to use a safety razor. Going to wet shaving was the best thing I ever did for my shaving routine. I now use the Henson Aluminum 13 and get a very comfortable shave. He doesn't say if it's the mild or the medium. Anyhow, I'm assuming mild, but I could be wrong. I now use the Henson and get a very comfortable shave. I love all the shaving soap options that are out there and currently use Stirling soap, PAA soaps, and Taylor of Old Bond Street creams. I'm still working on my technique and trying to get the right lather formula, but love the challenge every morning. Thanks for all your great videos, and I will keep watching. William, thank you very, very much, and thanks for confirming that you're never too old to start the traditional wet shave. And like you, I came back after using an electric razor for many, many years. And, you know, I was at that point where I just did not want to buy another electric razor and have to go through changing the blades on it after 3, 4 months, 5 months, whatever it is, and then looking at the cost of the actual replacement blades versus buying a new razor. I'm just so glad I'm off that treadmill. Now, that's not to say that an electric razor once in a blue moon can come in handy, and I've discussed that in regards to my head shave and bumping my head and that sort of thing. But as far as a daily shave device, yes, I'm glad I came back to the wet shave as well. So good for you. Thanks very much. And thanks for inspiring wet shavers out there and potential wet shavers out there of all ages. Thank you, William. Viewer Jeremy Paracco added to the discussion of balm and splash, the order you use them. He wrote, regarding your viewer's question of balm versus splash, you're correct. Let your skin acclimate to wet shaving first for about 2 months and use shaving balm. Afterwards, you can use aftershave. That's what my dermatologist suggested since he is a wet shaver as well. Hey, great. Thanks so much for confirming that, Jeremy. I really do appreciate it. That's great to hear. He also commented on where he watches the Monday morning mailbag. He does it on the large screen. He said, gotta love the Fire Stick and smart TVs with the ability to watch YouTube videos. I watch via my Fire Stick. Thanks very much for that, Jeremy. Really do appreciate it. Regarding Colonel Kong soaps, and this ties into the morning shaving tip. Jeremy wrote, regarding Colonel Kong soap, I used to microwave. He now melts them in a double boiler type of situation on the stove. Glycerins are good for this. I agree. I've done that. I've got a video on that of actually melting Colonel Kong glycerin soap on the stove, kind of in a double boiler kind of a situation. Yeah, it works very, very well for that. He has this little tip about microwaving shaving soaps. This kind of goes in with what I mentioned at the beginning of the show. If you microwave it, do it in 20-second increments till melted. Do not overcook it or it will affect the lathering capabilities. I used to do this and then put it in the freezer to speed up the reconstitution time or the hardening time. That's a really good tip in and of itself, to put it into a cooler environment so it hardens up a little more quickly. Thank you very much for that, Jeremy. And thank you for confirming the smaller increments, the 20-second, 10 or 20-second bursts when you go to melt your shave soap in the microwave. That makes a lot of sense. Thanks very, very much for that. Viewer Brad Kopp comment, hi Mark, great review. I had guessed Colonel Kong pretty early into the video. Oh, well, that's spoiler alert. That's one of the guess the shave soap answers. Sorry about that. But I learned a few things about the soap. It likes water. Yes, Colonel Kong shave soaps do like water. I have some bay rum that I used in my rotation, but was thinking about picking up some lime-scented soap. I do believe you have inspired me to do that. Well, that's great. Thanks very much. Have you ever seen the microwave technique with Colonel Kong? 15 seconds in a microwave and the soap melts into the shape of the bowl. Perhaps you may want to check that out. Thanks again for all your videos. Take care. Yeah, Brad, thanks again for confirming the microwave technique. Again, folks probably no more than 15, 20 seconds, and a soap like Colonel Kong's, which is a glycerin soap, will melt fairly quickly that way. Just don't overdo it, and make sure you're using a microwave safe bowl container, that sort of thing. Oh, hey, and you know what? To wrap up Refill, I just wanted to point out Toby Fetters has a YouTube channel. And with all this DIY discussion about shave soaps and that sort of thing, he contacted me. He's got a really, really nice YouTube channel that he just launched. He has a great video on disassembling a Gillette flare tip razor. So if you are into that kind of DIY and restoring your razors and that sort of thing, give that video a look, give his channel a look. I was fascinated by it. He really does a nice job of talking about how to take that apart and all the different parts and the different methods he uses and the different tools. So really, check that out, Toby Fetters on his YouTube channel. I'll link that particular video below, and then once you get there, you can explore his channel. So I just wanted to pass that on to you folks. Really, really neat video. Toby Fetters. All right, well, that's it for this week's Refill. Really, really do appreciate all the contributions. Thanks to everybody who contributed this week. Really, really terrific stuff. Great topics. We'll do it again next week. Okay, it's time to check out some new wet shaving gear. Okay, let's get to some of this new shaving gear. We have some really, really neat stuff this week. Let's kick it off with something from Rodney Ripplinger. Rodney very, very kindly sent these along. Now, these are containers that he got from the Dollar Tree. And the neat thing is they have a magnetic base like that. Okay, how about that, huh? And they also have a clear window on top. These are not screw tops. They just have kind of like a snug press fit kind of a thing right there like that. And he writes, I purchased a couple of them from Dollar Tree. I thought they might be good for pucks like the Ogallala Bay rum that comes without a container. I told you about them, and when I went to get a few more of them, they were sold out. I'm told they really sell fast because they have so many possible uses. You could put screws in them, soap pucks, and like I saw a lady in Japan doing, put purchased bulk spices in them and stick them to the refrigerator. Yeah, that's really kind of neat. And like I say, I think we would probably want to use these for soap pucks. So get over to the Dollar Tree. These are called magnetic box right there. If you can see that right there, it's called magnetic box like that. And there's the barcode there too. I don't know if it's going to scan in high def, but there it is, just so you can get the information. And that's what that is. So thanks to Rodney Ripplinger for sending these along. I'm probably going to use them for some of my soap pucks as well. Maybe play around with melting and combining some soaps together. Yeah, this will be a lot of fun. So I got a couple of containers for that. So they're a Dollar Tree. They sell fast. They sell very, very quickly, according to Rodney. So, check those out. That's really, really terrific. All right. We mentioned earlier the AP Shave Company Synbad brush. Well, I happened to buy it. Here it is right here. This is the Blue Lagoon handle, 24 millimeter Synbad knot. This is a synthetic knot. I used this just before starting this video. I had a shave and I used this and it was absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. What a wonderful knot. Now, as I recall from the product page, this knot is designed to splay out a little more easily, and boy does it ever. And it just generates heaps and heaps of lather. Really, really terrific. I happen to use it with the Shave Chaser. You probably saw the review this past Friday. Shave Chaser, boy, this is great. I use this brush and this shave soap. It was fantastic. I mean, it made so much lather. It was really, really terrific. And of course, this is some fantastic shave soap. It is an homage to Skin Bracer, but point is that this did a terrific, terrific job. Let me show you what it looks like compared to some of the other brushes I have that are about the same size, same knot size, that sort of thing. Here it is next to my Vikings Blade Fire Mare brush right here. That's what it looks like right there, okay? Okay, obviously this has more heft because of the metal base, but there it is right there, okay? And boy, both of these feel really, really nice. They both have a similar feel in the hand due to the shape of the handle. So they're rather similar, not identical, but they are rather similar. Here it is next to the Solar Flare with the butterscotch handle. Thanks, Mom. And yeah, I believe this is a 24 millimeter knot on the Solar Flare like that. Yeah, so there you are right there. This is a little shorter. Here it is next to the Amber Aerolite, okay? Is that a 24 millimeter knot or a 20? No, I think it's a 24 millimeter knot here. The claim is this is a 24 millimeter knot here, so there you go. All right? That's next to the Amber Aerolite. Here it is next to the T2, the T2 from Simpson. This is the T2. There it is right there. About the same, All right? About the same size, okay? This tends to be a little longer. See how the T2 is a little shorter knot, okay? And finally, here it is with the Rockwell. This is a 20 millimeter knot. So there you have it right there, okay? Really terrific, okay? $22 for this. And it just felt really, really nice in the hand. Made a nice lather. It's not overly large. It's not overly small. This is a nice brush as a daily driver and also for travel. Wow, this is one I very much will consider traveling with. It performed well. It made a great lather. I'm going to put together a review and use this on camera. It was just terrific, and the Blue Lagoon handle is just striking. It really does. You hold it up to the light and you get almost like a quite transparent. I'm looking at it right here. It does play off of the internal parts of the handle in some way, but it really is, but nothing overly so is what I'm saying, but it really is a nice deep blue color. Now, as I'm looking at this on camera, it is a deeper blue than what you see here. This is yeah, it is a deeper blue, but look how that light, yeah, I can see it better on camera than I can by my naked eye, is how the light plays off of that. Yeah, look at that. I can see that now. Yeah. So yeah, that is kind of neat. It really is a terrific, terrific brush. So I just wanted to share that with you. My apologies for misrepresenting it last week. It is not Badger and synthetic. It's purely synthetic. It's the Synbad knot from AP Shave Company, and it really did a great job. I enjoyed this for my shave prior to shooting this video. Really, really, really terrific. So AP Shave Company, Synbad knot. Really, really very, very nice. Okay, up next from Supply, the Supply Pro Adjustable Single Edge Razor. There it is right there. I've already shot the review. I'm going to be editing it together. Hopefully I'll get that up and posted fairly soon. This was an absolutely wonderful, wonderful shave with this. I love the adjustability of it. The injecting a blade is quick and easy. Terrific. I love the heft of it. Really, really terrific. Check out this razor. Now, the way it adjusts here, it has a thumb dial right here. Okay, can you see that thumb dial right there? And all you're doing is using it, you know, shipping, you're just clicking through the various aggression levels, just one click at a time. Okay, here, maybe you can hear it here. Okay, listen. Okay, so it kind of goes click, 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 click as you go up. So you can set it to 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or you can set it anywhere in between those whole numbers, like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. And all it is just a little click. That's all it is. So for instance, let me just set it to 3. I'm at 3 right here, okay? Can you see that? I'm at 3, all right? 3. So if I want to go to 3.1, I'm just going like this, 3. I don't know if you can hear that. 2, well, that's 3 now. 4, 5, and then 6 takes me to the next whole number, which is 4. So yeah, it's really a really neat way to, really a neat design and how you can adjust the blade gap. And like I say, it's kind of smooth and continuous with these little micro steps. So you know exactly where you are, anywhere between 1 and 6. You could be at 2.3, you could be at 4.2, you could be 5.4, it could be a 3.3. It's terrific. It really is. And I've had a couple shaves with it, and it is really a terrific, terrific razor. So look for that review coming up. Supply Pro. Really, really nice, nice razor. My thanks to the viewers who have been recommending it. I know Jeremy Paraco has been talking about this for a long time and encouraging me to get one. Finally got one, Jeremy. It's a terrific, terrific razor. Everything about it is terrific. The packaging is great. You gift wrap this, they're going to be, whoever you give it to is just going to be so impressed by it. It really is. The packaging is great. The presentation is great. Really, really like the razor a lot. Now, along with that, I did get a razor stand right here. The Supply razor stand. Boy, is this thing heavy. This thing is really, really very, very heavy. Let me get my 2.0 here, okay? And it fits in like this, okay? Now, there it is right there. I don't know if you can see it like that. I don't want to drop it on my keyboard. Okay, all right, there it is like that. And the reason why they have two different stands is because the handles are different from the Pro to the SE or the 2.0. And you can see the difference in the handle here. Here is the Pro, and the handle has a different kind of rounded end to it, whereas this one here is a little different. See how they're different? Okay, this one seems to round around east to west. This is kind of like north to south. I guess is the best way I can explain it. But the end of this handle here fits in very neatly into the bottom slot there. razor, like that, of the stand rather. Okay, whereas this one is going to have to go into a different kind of opening, or however that is. I don't have that stand, but it's not really going to sit precisely in the stand made for the SE and the 2.0. Just wanted to point that out to you, but it is very, very well made, and it is very, has some nice heft to it, and it really holds this in place and holds it at the proper angle to dry out and that sort of thing. So that's the stand. Also, I did get the grip sleeves for the SE and also for the Pro. I've put them on the razors. I like them. I think they're very, very good. I think probably the only instance I would use a grip sleeve would be if I took either of these into the shower and I needed a more assured and secure grip. This will work very, very well. But for the most part, I like using the handle the way it is when I'm doing a face shave in the shave den in front of the mirror. I just have a towel to wipe off my hand, that sort of thing. But yeah, this works. This slides on there very, very well. Just they have an instructional video. What they recommend is you just put a little bit of soap on there and it slides on there very, very easily. Slides right up, all the way up to the neck, okay? And it just really, really increases your grip quite a bit. Again, two different kinds of grip sleeves. One is designed specifically for the Pro, and the other one, which is what I have here, the Pro. No, yeah, this is the Pro right here. That's the Pro. And the other one they have is designed for the SE or the 2.0. And let me get this one for you right here so you can see. There is a slight difference because the handles, while the handles are similar, they are somewhat different. So here is my SE right here. And this one will go on like this. So there is a slight difference in the way the neck is designed. You can see that right there. Let me show you like this. Okay, so that'll go on that way. You can see how the neck is designed slightly different. This is for the Pro. It's accommodating the handle a little bit different way than the SE or the 2.0. So yeah, I did get those, and I'll probably use them down the road. But right now, I'm comfortable using the razors the way they are. They are terrific. I haven't had much trouble, but if I am going to do a head shave in the shower, I'm definitely going to have the grip sleeve. I have done a head shave in the shower with the SE, and as I reported, I didn't feel that it was slipping out of my hands, but I was really, really aware of it and made sure not to make that mistake. I think the grip sleeve will really, really help and really help actually grip the razor. So I just wanted to share those items with you. Those are terrific. I'll link them below so you can get to them, or just link the page and you can the website to supply, and you can kind of explore yourself, that sort of thing. Okay, some really, really neat items from viewer Mike H, who wrote, I thought you might like one of my favorite soaps from last year, which was Stirling Soap's Creamy Coconut. It was released again this year a little while ago, so I picked up a tub as well as a bottle of their aftershave for you to try. I ordered the aftershave with regular menthol, as I know you enjoy a menthol kick with your shave. Yes, I do. Thank you very, very much. I'm sure the weather is turning warmer in Northeast Ohio, so I figured this would be something nice for you to try, although I do use it year-round. Yeah, this is spot-on coconut scent. Amazing. Really, really wonderful. And I know there are a lot of wet shavers out there who talk about using virgin coconut oil as a pre-shave and a post-shave. Boy, this will go wonderfully well with that. I mean, the scent is spot-on coconut. I haven't cracked open the aftershave yet, but I'm expecting great things from this as well. So thank you very much for that, Mike. Really, really do appreciate it. We'll be reviewing this as well. Looking forward to it. And of course, Stirling Soaps makes a great lather. Really, really absolutely fantastic. He continues, I'm also including a few tucks of Gillette's Minora stainless steel razor blades right here. Since I originally sent you the platinum version, which is this one right here, I thought you would like to try these as well. The platinums seem to have largely disappeared, except for some that appear to be available from South Africa. The stainless steel version seems to be the only version now in wide distribution. Another blade to try. Absolutely. Definitely going to try these and and do a comparison also down the road. Really looking forward to that. Thank you very, very much. So folks, if you're looking for a different kind of blade, here's the Minora stainless steel and the Minora platinum. Every time I turn around, there's a different blade out there. My thanks to Mike and a lot of other viewers who make these available, make myself and the viewers aware of these. Fantastic. So much great stuff out there in the wet shaving world. He also continues, a tongue-in-cheek but practical inclusion is an envelope of wide, heavy-duty rubber bands. I know from an earlier Monday morning mailbag you mentioned that you did not like broccoli. With cheese. So to save you from that unpleasant experience, insert smiley emoji, I have sent you some from my personal collection. In the culinary classes I teach, we get broccoli, asparagus, and leeks that all may come in with rubber bands securing them. If my students don't take them for their toolkits, I take them and put them in a bag to use for other purposes, such as alum blocks and especially the PAA cubes. They work very well when the PAA block is very large, as well as when the block is getting smaller and especially hard to hold. I hope you find them useful. It would be great if Douglas sold the rubber bands from the PAA alum block as a no-slip option for his cubes. I bet a lot of guys would find them very helpful. And he goes on to say that he enjoys the channel and that sort of thing and sends his regards. Thank you very much, Mike. I really do appreciate it. But these are fantastic. And he is a chef instructor, which is really, really awesome. And he sent me a number of these rubber bands that came off of broccoli and asparagus and that sort of thing. And here they are right here. And these are a bit smaller and more compact than what you would find with the PAA cube. But I wanted to show you how they worked. They worked very, very well. For instance, I have a Razor Rock alum block right here in a travel case, and that rubber band fit on there very, very nicely. I mean, there it is right there. That's fantastic. And also, here is my GBS alum block right here. And there you go. One of those rubber bands right on there. Just really, really terrific. Wow, what a great, great solution for some of these smaller alum blocks. Now, the larger alum blocks, like the Phoenix Shaving, that band works very, very well. And I'm not so sure if these smaller bands would work on a larger alum block like that. Let me show you what the size comparison is here. Right here. Here's the Phoenix Shaving, and here's the size of the band, one of the bands that Mike sent. But still a great, great option. Of course, you can stretch this out. So this might be a nice option, as viewer Robert Fagan asked about how that band, the no slip grip, works on an alum block as it gets smaller. So here, this might be a good solution for that too. So yeah, this was really, really terrific. I'm just thank you very, very much, Mike, for all the stuff. This is terrific for viewers. And here is a larger, this is terrific for viewers to see. Here's a larger alum block. This is a Shash alum block. I don't think they make these anymore. I think Ozma was making this for the Shash company. They're a little bit larger than the standard Ozma alum blocks. But if we take, let's take this band right here. Okay, let's just put that around here. Hopefully I won't drop this on camera. Look at that. Now that seems to work quite well like that. How about that? All right, and then you got a no slip grip. And it really is that's probably the limit right there for one of these bands. But then again, as the PAA block wears down and that no slip grip starts to maybe become too large, here's a really good solution. Perhaps I'll have to try it down the road. Well, you know what? I got one right here. Let's just try it. Let's try it right here. Let's take that one off and let's put that on there like this. Okay, let's see how that works. This is the alum block here. Okay. All right. Yeah, that seems to work fairly well because it's getting a little smaller in size. But yeah, that seems to work. So you could probably switch out the band a little bit. Yeah, that seems to work. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, I guess is what I'm saying. But yeah, thanks very much for that, Mike. Really, really terrific. Thank you for sharing that and sending these along. And again, broccoli, asparagus leeks at your grocery store. Check it out and save those rubber bands. They would be great for no-slip grips. And yeah, I hope that the no-slip grip for a cube, that'd be a great idea. So really, thank you very much for all of this, Mike. Really, really do appreciate it. Oh, wait, wanted to show you 2 more that I have in my bowl here. These are the Ozma blocks right here. This one's fairly new. Band fits on there like that. Okay, they were just off the side, forgot to grab them. And this is one that is worn down quite a bit. Okay, and there's the band on there. Even the corner is kind of missing there a little bit. But that seems to work. So yeah, not bad. A very, very good fit. But the larger, newer Ozma alum block with this kind of band seems to really, really work very, very well. So, okay, so again, thanks very much, Mike. Really do appreciate it. Okay, these next items come from viewer Jimmy V. And as you know, Jimmy V is a professional photographer. And he writes, "Hi, Mark. Thanks for all the kind words on my recent posts about my stroke." Yeah, he had kind of a medical situation going on there. "I'm doing better. At least I can control my right hand fingers again. It was so weird when it happened. I put on the lather, no problem. Went to pick up the razor and couldn't hold it. It was like when your arm or hand falls asleep and feels floppy, only worse. I'm back at like 98%, I think. At least I can shoot, shave, and edit." Great to hear, Jimmy. Really fantastic. "On the topic of ingrown hairs, you know that my girlfriend is a lingerie swimsuit model, so needs to keep body smooth. She waxes whatever hasn't been laser zapped. Talk about BBS. But ouch. She said that waxing sometimes causes ingrown hairs, and she and her friends use products that help. Apparently, the real trick is to use it right after shaving and or waxing before any scents or balms are applied. Rub it on and let it dry, then apply the splash. If one should pop up, rub with a loofah or washcloth and apply again. It really helps eliminate them and helps them go away faster." Now, he linked to the product that they use, and I will also provide that link for you. He also says this one, another product here, is great as a general defoliating scrub. It's great to use on your neck before going to bed. And I will link to this product as well. He adds, "Just a thought for some wet shavers. The PAA Scentless CK6 is amazing. Lathers right up just the way all the CK6 soaps do. For me, the scent of soap pretty much washes off with the final rinse. The scent I have on through the day comes from Splash, Balm, and EDP. So financially, it makes sense to just buy the Splash, see if you like it, and decide if you want the other items in that scent." Well, that's a very, very good approach. I think that's really, really a very, very good approach. And yeah, the scentless soap, if you want to use that, then you can apply any kind of aftershave and balm. That's a really, really good approach to it. So he also says here, the bath soap can be a good indication of the scent, but it doesn't last. A bottle of Splash lets you keep refreshing it during the day and living in the scent. Then if you like it, get the rest of the line if you like. I hope you're doing well, my friends. Stay safe. Jimmy V. Hey, Jimmy, thanks very much for that approach. Really, really neat approach. Scentless soap and using balms and splashes and EDPs to really get the scent. And also, thank you for the ingrown hair products, the products that will help ingrown hairs. I think a lot of wet shavers out there, men and ladies out there, will really appreciate that. I asked him about his situation with his recent stroke. He is doing better. And I asked him if I could share anything. And he wrote back and said, "Sure. Feel free to use whatever you like. I have no problem with you using whatever health stuff you like. It might be good to mention the health stuff. It points out how fast and sneaky a stroke can be. I was able to build a lather on my face fine, but then reaching for the razor is when it hit. Boom! No ability to hold or manipulate the razor. I could lock on it in a fist, but fingers couldn't hold or maneuver it. MRI confirmed a real stroke, tiny, but there. It was not transient ischemia attack, TIA, as I don't have full control back. Point is, when in doubt, get to the hospital. It could have gotten a lot worse really fast. You don't want to mess around and wait. So thanks very much for that, Jim. A really, really good reminder. If you're in doubt on anything like that, get to the hospital right away. Absolutely. And I'm so glad you're doing better. Thank you very much for that, Jimmy. Really, really do appreciate it. Viewer Bob Leroux checked in and he wrote, "Hi Mark, in Amazon reviews of the Derby Extra blades, the number one complaint is the packaging. People don't like the plastic containers, so Derby listened and you can now buy 100 blades in a cardboard box with blades wrapped in wax paper. Below is a link. These are my favorites and I ordered a box. I never get a bad shave from them. And now they're more ecologically friendly. Cordially, Bob." I will link those below. This goes back to what Mark Bagwell was saying about plastic waste and landfills and that sort of thing. So yeah, most of the blades that I use come in a cardboard tuck like this and other cardboard packaging. But I will say this about the plastic cases. They do have that nice slot in the back where you can dispose of used blades. So a really nice option to have if you're traveling, absolutely. And also allows you to dispose of the blades safely and out of the way. So that's a bit of an advantage to that as well. So I would say for travel, you might want to hang on to these. If these start disappearing, you might want to not discard them after you're done with your razor blades. Just hang on to them. If you're putting your blades in a blade bank and recycling, something like that, and this is empty of blades and also has not been used to discard blades, you might want to hang on to a couple of these just for travel purposes. That's all I'm saying. But thanks very much for that, Bob. Really do appreciate that. I will link that product below. Viewer Ken Frederick checked in and he wrote, "Hi Mark, another interesting and informative episode of Monday Morning Mailbag as usual." Hey, thanks very much, Ken. One viewer asked the question of what is more important, the razor or the blade. As someone that owns several budget razors, I've been able to get great shaves by using good quality blades. And of course, plenty of shave soap. An expensive top-of-the-line razor will still give a poor shave if used with low-quality blades. Still, I realize a well-constructed and accurately balanced razor paired with a high-quality blade is the ultimate combination. I agree. This leads me to mention the Lord Cool stainless steel razor blades I recently tried. The Lord Company makes many different blades, and I know Lord Platinum is an old favorite of yours. But I have found Lord Cool to be among the best. They give a very close shave without irritation. Another positive thing about them is their affordable price. I have provided a link to check them out if interested. Wow, that's great. I will provide the link to everyone below. Again, it goes with what I said when Mike sent along the Minora blades. Every time I turn around, there's another great razor blade out there. So Ken, thanks very much for sending that along, and I will link the Lord Cool blades below. That's absolutely fantastic. And he continues and wraps up, "With all this said, I still adhere to the your mileage may vary adage. Thanks and take care, Ken." Well, thank you, Ken. Thank you very, very much for that. Again, folks, I'll link it below. Lord Cool blades. And yes, Lord Platinum, definite favorite of mine. Really interested in trying the Lord Cool and see how they pair up against the Lord Platinum. So thanks very much for that again, Ken. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Sean Valou writes, "Hey Mark, great Monday morning mailbag this week." Thanks very much, Sean. I really do appreciate it. I saw on Instagram this morning that Seaforth still has some empty, no soap, Seaforth mugs on their site for $22 plus shipping. They will probably go quick. I just ordered one. Regards, Sean Valou. Hey, thanks very much for that, Sean. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully by the time this airs, they still have some of those mugs in stock. As you know, I happen to have one. It came with a Seaforth Sea Ice Lime Shave Soap. courtesy of viewer Beth Jones. Thank you very much again, Beth. Really do appreciate it. Came with this great, it's a combination stand and lid. It is fantastic. It's got the Seaforth logo on it. These are still available as of this video, but with no soap. Mine came with soap, so there's no soap, so you could get your favorite soap and put it in there. Hopefully they're still available when this airs. And you click on that link and you'll be able to get one. This really is a terrific, terrific mug. It really is very, very well made. And thanks again to Beth Jones for sending that along with the Sea Ice Lime shaving soap. It's terrific. Well, that's it for this week's New Wet Shaving Gear segment. Thanks to everyone who contributed either by sending in items or sending in links or giving a heads up on items that are available. Thank you all very, very much. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's get to some of these questions and comments. Viewer Ted B writes the following. Nice shave, Mark. That soap looks great, so I'll give it a try at some point. That's in regards to the review I did on the Le Pierre Lucien Bay Rum Shave Soap. Anyhow, he continues, I wanted to thank you for something you say before every shave. 30 degrees, a light touch, let the razor do all the work, gentlemen. I'm new to wet shaving as of November 2021 and have been experiencing inconsistent results until recently. While shaving, I thought about what you say. I lightened up the razor force on my neck and wow, major difference. I was trying to get my close shave in 2 passes, but was applying too much pressure on the neck, causing occasional bad neck irritation. With my stiff facial hair, the lighter touch doing 2 passes with a 3rd pass touch-up on the neck, using light force, letting the razor do all the work, made all the difference. Thank you for repeating this, as it is key to a great shave for me. Love the videos and enjoy trying to anticipate boom, lather. Thanks again. Cheers. Thank you very much, Ted. I appreciate that. That makes me feel great. And yeah, that's a reminder I do with every shaving video review. It's helped me remind myself that just 30 degrees, use a light touch, let the razor do all the work. Yeah, that's really what it's in. That's kind of it in a nutshell. I've also likened it to golf, where you let the club, the head of the club and the actual club do all the work in propelling the ball. Just make sure you have a nice, smooth swing. Don't try to muscle your way through it. Let the club do all the work. Same kind of idea here. Let the razor do all the work, a light touch. So I'm just very, very glad that you that it's helped you. As far as anticipating boom lather, is that a thing? I don't know. Is anybody out there trying to anticipate when I'm going to do boom lather? I'd be interested in knowing, so comment below. So thanks for adding that comment as well, Ted. Really, really do appreciate it. Thank you very much for the kind words. Viewer James Sefton wrote the following. Hello, Mark. I was thinking about getting a single edge razor just to try and to be able to say that I have one, but I was wondering why a person would want a single edge when you can have 2 on a regular double edge safety razor. Any advice or your thoughts would be highly appreciated. Thanks, Jim. Well, you know what? The way I understand it is a single edge razor, and where do I have it? Right here. Here's my single edge razor. Here's my 2.0, the Supply 2.0. And I think they give the best explanation of this on their website. Let me just quote them because it's very direct and succinct and to the point. They write, what's the difference between double-edged blades and injector blades? Our blades are twice as thick as blades that are used in both multi-blade and single-blade razors, which means they flex less, they cut cleaner, and they last longer. No flex means no blade chatter, which is a common issue with both multi-blade and single-blade razors, causing irritation, nicks, cuts. Most users get anywhere from 8 to 10 shaves out of our blades. Now, their blades are these blades right here that come in this cartridge here. These are their black label blades. You get about 8 of these, and they're stacked in there. And of course, I've shown you how you inject it into a razor like that. And that's, generally speaking, pretty much how most single edge razors are. The blades are a little thicker, a little stiffer. They don't flex as much as double edge blades. They do offer a different kind of feel to the shave. And I can tell you that, boy, I'm just really enjoying the Supply single edge razors, both the Pro, the SE, the 2.0. They really are terrific. I like them a lot. And yeah, you can see that the blade's not flexing here. It's laying flat in the razor head. Whereas with some double edge razors, twist to opens and 3 pieces, when you close them down, that blade tends to flex a little bit in the razor head. You know, I like them both. I really do. This provides a different kind of a feel. Your mileage may vary. However you want to go about shaving with a double edge razor or a single edge razor, they're both great. That's why I say this is the best time to be doing the traditional wet shave, because there is so much out there from which to choose. Single edge razors, double edge razors, injector razor blades, double edge razor blades. I mean, in this program alone, we've already found new double edge razor blades that I never knew about. Maybe you did. Maybe some others weren't aware of them. But it's like a treasure hunt. There's something new around the corner all the time, and you know, generally speaking, all of this stuff gives great results. So yeah, I would really recommend getting a single edge razor. I like the Supply single edge razor. If you want to go vintage, you could get a Schick. That's fine too. The gems, I've talked about them. Those are a little different. They require a little bit of a different technique. But yeah, if you want something that you can switch between, like put into your rotation and switch very easily between a double edge razor, boy, these Supply razors are terrific. They really, they're very intuitive and they do a great job. I like them a lot. And that's really the explanation of why the razor blades are a little bit different and how they change up the shave a little bit. And I think they gave a very good explanation of it. So, you know, your mileage may vary. I would say to anybody, if you are doing the traditional wet shave and you like your double edge razor and you want to change it up a little bit, yeah, try a single edge razor. Try the Supply. I really do enjoy these razors. And this razor, this Pro, has really been giving me some nice shaves. I've used it twice, and I used it before I shot this video too, as a matter of fact, and I upped the aggression a little bit, and it really gave me a nice, smooth shave. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. So again, review is coming soon. Got to edit it and put it together, but very impressed with the Pro, the SE, the 2.0. So thanks very much for the question, James. I hope the answer was sufficient, and I hope it helps you to make a decision. Thanks again. Okay, this next comment comes from viewer Gary, and he is writing in regards to face lathering versus bowl lathering. And he writes, I wonder if people find a difference in the shave result between face lathering and bowl lathering. Should be no difference to expect because both methods just accomplish wetting the hair and face, skin and hair, and allow for lubrication between skin and blade edge. I tried face lathering a couple of times this week after spending more than a year using only bowl lathering. Difference in results seems to be a closer shave with about 2 1/4 passes for the face and less than 2 passes for a head shave, also with some slightly greater amount of post-shave irritation. I wonder if other wet shavers find any difference in results like what I find or different from what I find. Gary, great question, great comment. I'm a face latherer. I love to face lather. I love using the scuttles. I love using the bowls. I love using those, especially the Dreamscape scuttle from Phoenix Shaving. Love using that because you get a nice warm lather. I use my brush scuttle all the time when I'm doing reviews. I think I become a face latherer because of there's a time element in doing the video reviews as well. I just like that. Also, you can see the lather being built on camera a little more easily than putting the camera down by the bowl and that sort of thing. I think also the other difference in face lathering is it exfoliates the skin a little more. It lifts the whisker a little bit. It engages the soap on the skin and on the whisker a little more. Perhaps that's why you are getting a little bit of a closer result because you're lifting the whisker with the brush. You're using the brush to lift that whisker a little bit. At least that's been my experience. When I do a bowl lather, which is also very, very good, I find myself painting the lather on, just laying it on the face. Sometimes I'm doing a little bit of a face lather as well. But for the most part, I'm laying that lather on. Especially if I'm using a pre-shave oil, where the oil and the soap won't really mix if I'm doing in a face lather situation. But the oil will lay on top of my skin, and then I can just paint the lather from the bowl on top of that and get a really, really nice result that way. But I think that's probably the main difference. As I see it, I'll put it to the viewers. What do you think? Do you prefer face lathering? Do you prefer bowl lathering? I like them both, but for the most part, I'm a face latherer. I really like doing a face lather. As you've seen me, I love getting the brush. I love loading that brush in that puck of soap. Love doing that. And then I just love building a lather and then dipping this in and adding water to it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I just love that process. So comment below. Let us know. Better result from face lathering, better result from bowl lathering. Please let us know. Thanks for the question and the topic of discussion, Gary. Really do appreciate it. Viewer Abane Saman checked in. Now, he very, very kindly sent along the Gillette Guard that we reviewed. And of course, this is a single edge razor, single edge cartridge razor, very, very affordable from Gillette. The Gillette Guard has a pivoting head here like this, but it's a single edge. And Abane really talks about how this is a great introduction to the traditional wet shave for new wet shavers because it's a single blade and it still has that pivoting head, so it kind of helps them move away from cartridge, multi-blade cartridge razors. And if they're new to the wet shave, it kind of introduces them to the single blade. So also wanted to just thank Abane for the Gillette Guard and letting everyone on the channel know about it. Thank you very much, Abane. Just want to remind you of who he is because he wrote the following. Hi, Mark. I really like today's show. I always enjoy it when you talk about your father's safety razor and your journey into wet shaving. The show especially resonated with me because one of the viewers talked about his father's wet shaving experiences. One of the great things about wet shaving is that it allows you to touch the past and reconnect with it. Absolutely agree. Recently, we helped downsize my folks and move them into a retirement community. My mother found my father's 1963 shave bowl and shave brush. She gave it to him as a gift when he moved to Canada for grad school when she stayed behind in India. They would not see each other for over 4 years when she and my 2 older brothers joined him. This bowl and brush might be junk to some, but it is a valuable heirloom to me. I agree. That's absolutely wonderful. Rather than waiting over 50 years to create a keepsake for my kids, I decided it was time to transition my kids away from the Gillette Guard I used to teach them how to shave with to a safety razor. So the Easter Bunny gave my teenage kids the Henson mild razors. Red for my daughter and blue for my son. They both seem to love it. To be fair, my daughter has borrowed my Henson medium in the past, so I knew she'd be an easy convert. Just like it's never too late to start the wet shaving journey, it's also never too early to create memories and shared experiences. Heck, my wife even borrowed my Supply Pro razor the other day and absolutely loved it. Yes, I agree. I know why. I know why she loves it. Yeah, again, folks, the Pro razor, it's wonderful. It really is. Borrowed my Supply Pro razor the other day and absolutely loved it. Will miracles never cease? Another potential convert. Take care and keep up the great shaves, Abby. P.S. You were right. We just had a snowstorm on Monday and Tuesday after Easter in London, Ontario, just across the lake from you. Hopefully that's it, the last blast of winter. Yeah, you got the snow too, huh, Abby? Yeah, well, that's my brother. That's my brother at work, that's for sure. What a terrific email and comment. That's really, really wonderful. Again, thanks for introducing all the viewers in the wet shaving community to the Gillette Guard. Really, really do appreciate it. And what a wonderful gift for your kids this Easter season. Really, those are absolutely wonderful, wonderful razors. Those Hensons are terrific. And yeah, I agree. The Supply Pro, terrific razor. I understand why your wife is borrowing it lately. So thanks very much for that, Abby. Really, really do appreciate it. Okay, that's it. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out the Executive Shaving Company. Use the code MARK5. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog, for my comic strip George, other cartoons, other videos like this. I'm on Facebook. Check out my Facebook page. Check out Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements for some great shaving gear. Check out VikingsBlade.com for some great shaving gear. For all things Barbas, check out Big Dude Barbas. I'll have the link below. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark080, where you'll find all the products I review in this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.